guys, welcome back. This week we are going to continue the herbs that I have in my herbal apothecary. So this week we are going to go over cinnamon. I use cinnamon a lot for a lot of different reasons. I really like using cinnamon sticks. They're just easier to work with than ground cinnamon, so I prefer using cinnamon sticks whenever I have to use cinnamon. But different ways that you can use cinnamon. You can use them for clairvoyance, consecration, divination, energy, good luck, protection, knowledge, purification, wisdom, meditation, psychic development, Yule, and you can also use it to energize other spells. So let's go into some deeper ways of how to use cinnamon. So when burned as an incense, cinnamon raises high spiritual vibrations, aids in healing, draws money, stimulates psychic powers, and produces protective vibrations. Anytime I'm doing any kind of protection work, I will usually lay cinnamon on my offering plate, and sometimes I'll burn it like kind of like an incense stick. You can also add cinnamon oil to a carrier oil, such as coconut oil or jojoba oil, and dab it on your pulse points for protection from hexes, curses, and those who would cause harm. Burn cinnamon sticks to cleanse your sacred space and pass your magical tools through the smoke to consecrate them. So like I said, depending on what I've got on hand, if I don't have particular other herbs, I will use cinnamon to consecrate my tools, but that's not my first go-to. But I will use it if I need it, and it absolutely works. Like, there's no denying that it doesn't. It's just not actually my first go-to. But for those of you who don't have a lot of other herbs, cinnamon is definitely one that you should get. It's super easy to get at the store. You can get them in big jars like this big, and you can use it for all of the mentioned uses. Let's see. Place cinnamon sticks in a bundle of 9, tie with natural string, and hang over your doors to ward off unwanted guests and spirits. So I am constantly rearranging how I decorate. We are actually in the middle of a house reno, so that's why it looks like I'm in a camper, because we are. We are redoing the house, so we are living in the camper for right now, until we get the house done. But when we move in, I'm constantly replacing wreaths over the door. A lot of the times I can't get like full garlands of certain herbs, so I'm not gonna lie, I go to Hobby Lobby and I buy the fake herbs, or the fake garlands. But with that, I do sprinkle a little bit of the actual herb on the garland. If I have the essential oil, I will sprinkle the essential oil on the garland, so that way you're still getting the smell and the aroma of that particular herb. And right now it's getting close to Christmas, so I use cinnamon in a lot of my decorations for Yule. So I kind of hide in plain sight, basically, with the family, because not all of my family is heathen. Most of my family is Christian. So I do a lot of pagan decorating, and they don't even catch it. They don't even know. So I use cinnamon a lot. If you watched my previous video, I use clove a lot for decorating. It's just really neat things that you can pretty much just hide in plain sight with, especially if you haven't told all the family that you are pagan, like my mom and my stepdad know, but not all of the rest of the family. I'm just not ready to go into that mess with them yet. So, but using cinnamon is a very good way to decorate, protect your home, make it smell amazing, because you know how cinnamon smells. It just smells so good. So cinnamon is just an all over herb that I use a lot. Keep cinnamon in your room pouch or sacred space to raise their clairvoyant energy. So if you watched my video on cloves, you'll know that I also use cloves to do the same thing. In my rune pouch, you can also use it in your tarot deck. Keep cinnamon with your tarot deck. In my rune pouch, I always have 9 cloves and 1 stick of cinnamon. It just helps raise the clairvoyant vibrations. If I'm doing a rune cast for somebody, it just helps cleanse my mind and keep my mind open to help that client with their rune reading. You can add to a food, dish, hot drink, or anything else that you're eating to promote your energy and attracting prosperity. So I make a lot of tea, especially out of the herbs that I have. I brew my own tea blends and stuff, and there is just something about on a really cold, snowy day making a cup of tea and putting a stick of cinnamon in it. It just gives you such a different feeling, such a different energy, that it's just like you can just relax. You can feel just the protection around you. You can feel your mind open. It is just, and it tastes so, so good. So I highly recommend, if you guys haven't, or if you don't, have never tried it, put a stick of cinnamon in a teacup one day, obviously with your other herbs, or other tea bags if you don't do, loose herbs. Put a stick of cinnamon in it. You will not regret it, I promise. So cinnamon sticks also are a powerful replacement for a witch's wand. Now in my practice, I don't usually use wands. I use my hands more than anything. But those of you who do use wands, cinnamon sticks are a very good replacement. Just in case if you have one break, or if you don't have yours in particular out in the woods, or if you forgot it, you can use a cinnamon stick in place of your witch's wand. Also use cinnamon to place on your Yule altar. Like I said, I like to pretty much hide in plain sight. So whenever I do centerpieces, table centerpieces, or centerpieces for our above our fireplace, on our mantle, I will use a lot of different herbs, consecrate them for your intent, but I will usually always use cinnamon. I love using cinnamon for your Yule decorations. Add cinnamon to love spells. It's known for firing up cold romances and igniting passion. Add to any spell to energize and enhance it. So if you want to enhance other herbs, or enhance a particular spell, you can add cinnamon to that, and it will help with that intent. use in place of sage to smudge your house. It clears out negative energy and replaces it with a calm, grounded energy. So this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Sometimes I'll use a cinnamon stick, like an incense stick, and it just gives such a different energy and different peacefulness to your home, that if you haven't tried it yet, trust me, try it. And this is a good one. I have a problem with with this a lot. If you are an empath, which I am, use cinnamon to ground yourself. So throughout the day, I collect so much energy and so many feelings from other people that sometimes I just don't even want to be around anybody, because I just want to shut off and shut down and not have to feel what everybody else is feeling. So to do that, I'll take a day or two sometimes, depending on how it is, and I will just disconnect from everybody. I'll turn my phone off. I will just chill out in bed with the kids, watch movies, just completely disconnect from the outside world. And I use cinnamon to do that. I will put cinnamon in my tea. I'll put it in my food for that day, depending on what we're eating. And I'll smudge myself with cinnamon. I'll light the end of a cinnamon stick and just whirl it around, myself. Breathe in the cinnamon, breathe in the calmness, and just let go of everybody else's energies. And it really, really helps. So for those of you who are empaths, and you haven't tried it yet, try using cinnamon to help release everybody else's shit. So I promise you it will work, because I have tried a lot of different things, and cinnamon works the best for me. So hopefully it will do the same for you. Alright, so that's all I've got for cinnamon. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. If you use cinnamon in any different way than what I have talked about today, please comment and let me know. I always like to hear how you guys use your herbs in your craft. Alright, so until next week, I'll see you guys later.